Plaintiff Jacqueline Cotton says the defendant is her sister, and she is obsessed with money. Jacqueline claims her sister only dates guys with money, and she was even found guilty of embezzling $200,000 from her previous employer. Jacqueline's suing her sister today for unpaid loans. Defendant Carla Jean Lewis denies that she embezzled money from her job and says Jacqueline has turned their entire family against her. Carla claims her own parents won't even speak to her anymore, so she's countersuing her sister for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Your Honor, me and my sister have always been very close, but she's always been obsessed with money. When we were younger, we were given money to go school shopping. I could get lots of things. She could not. She could get maybe one item. She only
what would
dated
she do
guys.
with the rest?
She spent it all on one outfit.
Oh, okay.
She would only date guys who had money, who drove Vipers, TV producers. She stole money from her ex-husband.
A couple of those here, she can date them.
Hey, I'm available. After the show, take me out.
We got several young men here.
There we go.
Yeah. You like them young?
I do. I like him young.
All right.
Mine right now is 10 years younger than me.
My son Amir works here with me.
Okay.
And
Well, I'm going to sign him.
he's got a couple of dollars.
Okay. I like a little bit more than a couple, but we'll.
A little more than a couple? All right. Well, he can't get any from me, so he's going to have to give you his check. Go ahead, ma'am.
Well, she called me one day and asked me to come and pick her up from the jail. I asked her why she was at the jail. She said, I'll explain to you when you get here. So I got a story that supposedly her boss's girlfriend thought she was having an affair with him. And her boss's girlfriend had filed charges against her and said she embezzled money from the company. Well, come to find out, the boss is the one who filed charges against her. She was covering up a story, a bisexual affair for her boss, but the boss filed charges against her that she embezzled $200,000 from the company.
I didn't embezzle that money, and he knows it.
Well, Your Honor, I have papers where they went to court, where she was found guilty for the $200,000.
Let me allow her to give some background, and then we'll get to the loans you're suing her about. But what do you want to tell me?
Well, Your Honor, first of all, Jackie and I have always been close. She's been my best friend. We're only two children. There's no one else. And she has torn our family apart. I have a niece that recently had a baby. Her and I were in there delivering the baby. I don't even get to see her anymore. I only get to I live across the street from my parents, and I have to watch for the baby to come outside.
Why?
Because Jackie has run her mouth to all of our family members about
what?
me owing her money, anything that I do. Everyone, sometimes I think they know I'm going to do something before I ever do it because of her mouth. And my parents don't speak to me anymore. I go to my parents' house.
Why?
Because of her. She has done nothing but run her mouth.
What does she say about
She
you?
says that, she says that I had borrowed money from her. I didn't pay her back. She says whenever I
Have you borrowed money?
Well, I did borrow
Have
money.
you paid her back?
No, I got laid off from work.
What else has she done to estrange you from the family and cause you to have to peek out the window to see your niece?
Because she puts me down all the time. My family knows I have always had a job. I have worked hard my entire life. And
Puts you down how? Give me some other examples.
Well, just that, she thinks that I'm not trying to get a job. She tells my parents all the time. She calls to see if my car's in the driveway.
She tells your parents you're not trying to get a job.
Right, and I have put out
It's been about 6 months.
And because of that has divided your family.
They don't even speak to me. My mom told me as long as they were alive, there would always be a Santa Claus. I wasn't even invited to Christmas.
Did they tell you why they're not going to speak to you?
Well, no, they just don't speak to me anymore.
Because she owes them money.
Did you ask them why?
Well, because I do owe them money too.
Oh.
But I've always owed them money. I have always owed them money. It's not like, I had really gotten my life straight after the embezzlement thing.
But you slumming now?
I'm not
with
slumming.
With the fellas?
No, I have a wonderful man that takes care of me.
You dating broke men now? Or?
No, he has a good job. He worked at the company I worked at before I was laid off.
Good, so he can help you pay some of these loans off then.
He can. He has to pay the bills in our house. I'm trying so hard to get a job, and she knows it. Just because the economy's bad, I can't get a job.
I agree.
They owned a business, and they had tons of money. Now, because the economy's bad, and there's not building going on, and they're not building as many houses, now she wants the money back. I never asked her for a penny back. when I lent her money back when I was married.
Yeah, but did you agree to pay her?
I did agree to pay her.
Did she agree to pay you back?
Well, I never asked her.
That's the difference.
Well, but when I agreed to pay her back, I had a job. I did not know I was going to get laid off. They didn't say, oh, by the way, you're going to be laid off in a month.
Do you owe her $4,431 in loans?
I do, but it's not like,
Over what period of time did you borrow that amount?
I borrowed the first money in April or May when I moved into my
How
house.
much?
$2,200 for my deposit and my first month
Then
rent.
what's the next time?
Well, then I was working and my transmission went out of my car. So I didn't have the money to fix that yet.
How much did you borrow then?
The bill was like $2,300.
Okay.
But then I got laid off the next month.
And the fella won't help you?
He pays the bills in the house.
I know, but he won't help you pay your other bills?
He doesn't have that much.
Okay, that's what I was saying. You're slumming now.
I don't even have a car.
You went down to a fella that doesn't have much.
Well, the bills are pretty high, and we have some expenses. We have dogs, and
She has no defense. She agrees she owes you. What's your counterclaim for it? $1,000?
For the emotional distress. I
How?
don't even have anybody in my family anymore. I spend every holiday
Because
alone.
you owe them all. That's not her fault. You owe your mother. You owe your sister. Well, you owe everybody in your
But
family
nobody will even talk to me anymore.
Yeah, because you owe them and you won't give them their money.
I have to sneak in to get food.
Yeah, they don't want you to have the food. Why do you have to sneak in and get food?
Because when they have holidays.
Well, you really slumming. This guy can't even buy food.
When they have holidays, my parents live across the street, and my boyfriend will call me and say, food's ready. We're in the other room. I'll sneak over, make me a plate, and run back home.
I have some voicemails that I would like for you to hear how emotional distress should be on me.
Okay, she has left you some voicemails that have
Yes, about me asking her for the money
All right, let's
back.
hear it.
Come over here, you can knock on my door, you can do whatever you want. If you want not to, you got to down for me. What do you think I can do? The money out? Don't leave me another message. Don't call me. Don't come to my house. Don't do. You know what? I am sorry. I know it's wrong to say that. Can't help that I got laid off. I don't know what else to do. I know that you don't have the money, and I don't know.
Okay. That's enough.
I told her,
It sounds like, you go back and forth. At one point, you sound like you're remorseful and I'm just letting you know I can't afford to pay. And the other point, you're cussing her like a dog and telling her you're not going to pay her a dime.
Because all she
don't
does
come over here. You've estranged yourself, ma'am.
She busted down my door. I have a picture of it, my bedroom door.
For what?
That's because
I asked her for
Because
the money.
what?
Because she started running her mouth about the money, and then I told her I was going to beat her butt.
She come and busted my door in.
She run and hid in the bedroom. She hid in the bedroom. I busted the door down and went on in.
Not only do you need some money, you need some help. Have you ever went for
she does.
counseling?
Oh, no.
You need to. Oh, yeah. You need to.
All I need is a sister that understands that family is family. You don't sue family.
$4,430 is your judgment.
Oh.
Your claim of emotional distress is dismissed, ma'am. You're the only one causing emotional distress to your whole family. That's why no one will speak to you. You're going to borrow money from them and then threaten them.
You know what? I can't. She knows I would pay her. And she has
Why do you have to kick down her door because she asked for her money?
She run and hid in there.
Judgment for the plaintiff. Now, yours.
I know she's going through hard times, but she needed to make an effort when she was still working, and she didn't.
I can't imagine that we will ever be friends again. I am done with her. She has estranged me from my whole family. I will never, ever speak to her again for the rest of my life. Never.